Okay. We're back. Ripple. I meant to just hide the stream, not leave the call, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's all good.
This is an experimental stream here with Ripple.
Figuring it out as we go along.
Now it's time for Polly, which Polly has all that hair, right?
Yeah, but I worry that the hair's gonna get everywhere.
But it's fluffy. Everyone says the hair feels nice and fluffy and good.
Like in the moment, it would be great. But I mean, you're gonna have to, like, the cleanup's gonna take a week. Because she's definitely gonna shed everywhere.
Mm-hmm. That keeps messing up Twitch. I'm gonna change the Twitch server. We're gonna be back online like a moment. Because the Twitch server is weird. I'm gonna stay on YouTube real quickly. There we go. Let's switch to a different server. Oh, my stream key for Twitch is out of date now. That's why it's been messed up. Okay. Sorry for the issues, people. Okay, it seems the Chicago server is doing better. Or the second Chicago server is doing better, because it's two of them, right? Okay. Okay, we're stable this time. We're doing good this time. Cool. Thank you. No. Let me see. Okay, let me do this again with you. But yeah, I think Polly, it's going to be great with Polly. Okay, I don't think I can stream it to you on Discord. You have to watch on the stream, I think, Ripple, to see this one. Yeah. Because I think the moment I did that, it killed stream quality. Yeah, let's do it like that, just to make sure.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
Let's do Miranda. Miranda. What do you think about Miranda?
It's kind of a tough one. She's kind of bony. Like, she's so thin.
True.
Like, you're gonna catch an elbow. It's gonna happen.
But
and maybe
she would be
some
very
people are okay with it, but
enthusiastic, don't you know?
yeah, I wouldn't put her in bad for that. But what is her? Go to her shooting pose.
Shooting
I want to
pose.
see. Yeah, because those elbows look like you're gonna catch one.
Yeah, I did send the visualizer to you just now, so you can check the character out on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that I don't have the.
Without having to wait for my delay. She be moving too much. We get nervous, I think.
Yeah, but then I'm looking at her favorite item image,
Mm-hmm.
and she does not look bony there. Maybe you're not going to catch such a big elbow.
I think she'd probably be in the same tier as Privity. Just good. Enthusiastic.
Yeah, definitely not the greatest.
Yeah, so put her in good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Brid. It's time for Brid. I played Brid. Would be cold. Is she a cuddler? I don't think so. In my mind, she's not a cuddler.
No, but she's definitely soft.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
That does help. But Ignis, if she has coffee, then, you know, she's not really cuddling that much. She's going to be too wired to go to sleep.
We're not separating by alts, are we? Like this?
No, we're just going by, I guess, well, we do have alts in here, but for this list, I think we're just going to do all of the character at one time. So what do you think? Where should she go?
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of
meh
positive sides here. Maybe a little bit negative. Nothing horrific. I'm thinking good or meh.
We'll put her in meh. I think meh. I don't think she is an expert cuddler. Or she would be enthusiastic about it. She would do it, but I don't think she's going to put a lot of effort into it. How do you feel, Ripple?
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's nothing really hugely going for her. But there's also nothing horrifically against her. I think Mez is a good spot.
Sure. Now for Soline, I feel like she would think it's childish or something, right? And she might not want to do any kind of cuddling because it would go against her moral code or whatever she tries to live by. How do you feel about that?
She'd make you angry.
Will club characters be in here? Not really. I don't really use club characters. It's just to focus only on the Nikke, right? But yeah, how do you feel, Ripple, about that with Soline?
I think we're close to another meh on this one. She's just gonna be a little bit averse to it.
Mm-hmm.
And her hair is gonna get all in your face because, I mean, look at how much she has.
She doesn't have a lot of hair.
You're gonna be doing it out the whole time.
That definitely could happen. But why are you putting in your mouth, though?
Well, you're not. It just happens.
It just happens, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Now, what about Diesel, though? I feel like Diesel, she wants to hug.
Oh, yeah, Diesel's going to be super lovey-dovey.
Yep. I think she is probably like Emma in the way that she would cuddle. So I think she's probably going to be part of the greatest, right?
Yeah, she's got to be up there.
The lovey-dovey Diesel. Makes sense to me. How do you not know who that is, Ignis? You are the crow lover. How dare you? Okay, we're on to Vesti now. bestie, she's going to cuddle. And she's going to cuddle hard. She's going to squeeze a lot with her superhuman strength, you know?
Yeah, she's gonna try really hard, but I don't know that that's gonna be as successful as she wants it. But it's gonna be endearing.
Endearing, huh? It would be pretty cute. Considering that she can just, you know, throw like a huge rock, she has a lot of strength there. True, combat and civilian body. But I think even in her civilian body, she's strong. Well, what if, okay, human in the flesh, right? What if you're on the surface with the Nikke? So they're in their combat body and they want to cuddle. What about then? You know? You gotta think about those scenarios as well, right? Because that will be a normal scenario for a Nikke. Surface cuddling.
Yeah, I think she's still gonna be really strong either way. I don't think she's gonna be intentionally hurting anyone, but she's just gonna be a little over enthusiastic.
I think it's gonna be nice and warm. We'll put her in warm gear, right? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's about right.
Unwa, I think she's looking to be like Brid, where she's not going to be enthusiastic about it. And she's kind of like Solian, where she's going to be a bit annoyed by doing it. What do you think?
All of that, and I think she has that same kind of, like, if you do it, you're going to catch it on their elbow.
I don't know, if you look at her tactical upgrade skin, her tactical upgrade version, she is much more soft there.
That is true. I still think, though, she's going to be, like, intentionally sabotaging it. I think this might be our first horrible.
I think, yeah, it's just like Zenard said, where, don't touch me. She might be like that. She'd be too prideful to cuddle properly.
But then again, if you do get her in that state, that might be, like, top tier. If you could get her to have even a little bit of enthusiasm.
True. I think we'll put her in meh. I don't think she's going to be horrible. I just think if you can get her enthusiastic, 90% of the time, she's probably going to be not that good. But when you get her in the mood, she would be good. So I think that averages out to being meh. Yeah, just like Hugh in the Flesh Shed. Okay, but next we got Guillotine.
Is the eye patch staying on?
Is the eye patch staying on? I have no idea.
I don't know how much that affects it, but I feel like it probably does.
She is very bony of a character. Have an excuse but a Dark Lord you could try to cuddle because she's too shy. You just have to cuddle to transfer mana between each other. Maybe. Schizo mode, says Ignis. How do you feel about that, Ripple?
Yeah, I think I don't know. But when she's shy, it's so cute.
Yes. I feel like at the start, she'd be shy, but then she would get into it and become pretty cute about it. Or she'd do the, the Dark Lord is calling me or something. But when you get her, she gets shy, and then it becomes cute. So maybe she would be good.
Yeah, if you get the Chinibyo aspect going on, I think that's how you'd have to go about it, because I don't think she would do it otherwise.
That's stream one of those streams with the NPCs. An NPC tier list. Yeah, that we could do that. We could probably like rapid fire those ones because they're so little in comparison to the Nikkes, right? So I could do all the other ones just in one stream. I think we'll put her in good. How do you feel?
I think good is okay. I think maybe later it might need to go down a little bit towards the bottom of good.
We can reorganize. Right. We can reorganize things at the end, right? That should work out. Okay, and now it's Maiden. Maiden wants to cuddle. You'd be very enthusiastic, especially in her Maestro's form.
I think Maiden has like she's ticking every box here.
Mm-hmm. She's be crazy about it. Super into it. She has the meat. She'd be great. I'm putting her in the greatest tier. She's top.
Yeah, it'd be hard to argue that.
Now D. It's time for D. How do you feel about D?
I think this is one where the alt might actually change things. So it might need to average. And I think wife D is going to be great, and I think normal D is going to be meh. And so I think we're like landing around good in totality for this.
I feel like because their alts are so different, we might need to just have them separate for D because the alts are just very different between original D and D Killer Wife. Right?
Yeah, she's not going to be bad at it when she's normal, but she's not going to be into it. She's just so laser focused on her job that she's not the most into it.
I think we put the original form. We're just going to put her into meh tier, right?
Yeah.
But we can put the wife form into greatest because she's going to be really into it, the role play that she's doing, right? I think that adds up. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think I'm in total agreement with this one.
Very cool. Okay, now we go to Helm. How do we feel about Helm? Considering her Bond story, or not Bond story, favorite item story, she likes to cuddle a lot. And her favorite item wallpaper, she's getting ready to cuddle. Big time. You see what I'm saying on the visualizer, Ripple?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Helm fan, but I'm trying not to let that affect it. She's definitely gonna be high. Grades is a little much for me, but I'd understand that I'm
Helm
usually
is
going a little bit the opposite way.
Well, Zenar made a good point. Helm is self-conscious, right? So she might not be able to go like 100% immersed into the cuddling like an Emma would, right? So she's probably
would have this issue, but I think Helm now is probably going all in.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll put her in a right. Put her
in warm.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah, I think warm is good. I think greatest is possible, but warm is good.
We'll do the warm for right now. And now we got neon, which will cover the summer form and regular neon now. We do have the official art where Neon is trying to sneak into the bed, remember? From like that April Fool's event.
Yeah, she's just so goofy. I don't know that it's gonna be like, it might be a fun time. I don't know that it's gonna be like a nice, sweet, intimate time.
She's pretty goofy. Null is thinking S tier. Peyton says S tier, but he's biased. What does Ignis think about Neon? Stall 3 is a cuddler. Well, this is not Stall 3. This is Neon. Oh. The transformed version of Stall 3.
Is she keeping the glasses on?
I think she does, because in the art where they had her trying to go into the commander's bed, she had the glasses on. So I think she keeps them on while she sleeps.
Yeah, because they might like slide off her face, and then she has to readjust a lot and put them back on. And so that might not be.
I think
not that. It's probably not the best.
I'm gonna put her in good. Let's put her in good. For right now.
Yeah, good's about right.
Now, what about our favorite pirate, Mass?
Depends on how you like the smell of rum. I
True.
think physically it's gonna be great, but you're gonna wake up the next morning and you're gonna smell like a bar.
I think she would yell, "Cuddling power, human in the flesh." That sounds right to me. I mean, if you get drunk, you're gonna be.
She might be like super lovey-dovey and all over you. Mass might be great.
Then what does she puke? That's the cat. But no, based on her blob up messages, right? He is pretty lovey-dovey with the commander in those. So I think she would be great. And then she drinks her rum. She get really into it, I feel. What do you think? Greatest, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking greatest.
There she go. Now it's time for Arsiana. The teacher. Yeah, Zenar, you should read her maid bond story again. Or I guess, yeah, the maid bond story near the end. It was pretty crazy. How do you feel about Marciana, Ripple?
I need to think on this one a little bit.
She loves cute things, right? That's what she's really into. She's into cute, cuddly things.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have some plushes visit you during.
And I think she would get nervous though, because she like if you call her cute, she gets really nervous, right? Because she doesn't think of herself that way.
She's not quite Folkwang bad, but she gets kind of sweaty though.
Yep, you can tell by the school outfit from the gacha, which I did buy that one because it is pretty good. Very interesting. Look at her shooting pose in the school days outfit. Pretty nice. I think she'd be.
She has a belly piercing that might catch.
Catch, huh? Yeah, it is a gacha skin, Ignis. I think she's gonna be warm, right? Warm cuddles. That's what I'm gonna go with. What do you think? Would you go with the same ranking?
Yeah, warm sounds good.
In warm she goes. Now it's time for the police officer with bad vision. Query.
Off the top of my head, I'm thinking warm. Because
Sure.
she can't see anything, she's gonna cling hard.
Yep.
Well, I guess she
Well,
can see you, but
yeah, she can only see you.
beyond that, she's gonna be clinging hard because she's a little unaware of her surroundings. But she's also not the most lovey-dovey character, so she's not gonna be like super into it. So it's
True.
gonna be I think warm.
Mhm. Yeah, you are the career expert. You talk about her all the time.
She's great, and she deserves so much more than she's gotten.
She hasn't got a single skin.
No
She's
skin, and both of her squad mates have favorite items.
She think you're doing something illegal. Nah, she's not Miranda. Only Miranda would think that. Yeah, I think
Yeah, Query's smart. She's just
can't see.
oblivious to her surroundings.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Yeah, we did Made Pervity with Pervity because we did that as the amalgamation of the two characters. So we skipped that. Now we go to Zwei. Zwei. I feel like Zwei would be pretty nervous. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't do our favorite item story, so maybe there's more there that would change how I feel.
Yeah, I didn't do it
But
either.
I'm not
so
thinking
I'm
this
not
is
sure.
going to be the best. I'm thinking this is like, meh. It's kind of my first instinct.
Nah, she's too studious. She wouldn't know. We'll put her in meh. She is a sweet character. Also, hello,
Yeah,
Ken.
I think she'd get really flustered.
You're in the chat. I saw you. Yeah, she would be pretty flustered. That makes sense to me. Okay. Well, next is Phantom, our dyslexic queen that should have a French accent, in my opinion. French accent Phantom would have made sense.
With the monocle.
Doesn't she have a monocle? Yeah, she has a monocle. Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in her other. If you had a idol too, you'll see it. I think she'd be good. Probably not the best, but she's soft.
She shows off her belly button. Did you know about that?
I did.
Yep, she does have the heterochromia in her eyes. Nah, Jean is the British lady, Ken. When Phantom came out, she annoyed me. But she became better over time.
I like Phantom a lot. I think she's the best of their squad. I think that's an unpopular opinion, but
That
I
is
think she's
unpopular.
awesome.
When it's clearly Arcana who's the best one there.
I think that's also acceptable. I think well, there's nothing wrong with any of them, but I like Phantom. I think she's fun and goofy.
Phantom does have a bit of a mean streak to her, though. Like when she was hanging out with Signal, and Signal liked the book for the wrong reason, and she got really upset at Signal for that.
Yeah, she has her moments. There's a couple outpost encounters where she's a little rude.
She has a tism to her.
I don't think she means bad.
Well, will that affect the cuddling, though? So where should she go? You tell me, Ripple, this time.
I think probably good.
Good?
Because good is like her average.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be great, but I think it's going to be good. She's sweet on her commander.
True. Well, now it's time for the Rappy. Rappy. What do we think about Rappy? I think she would get really nervous considering he hasn't made the steps towards it to begin with, right?
Yeah, but she loves hugs, and so
she does love hugs.
and just the way she interacts with that, I think it's going to be probably the best time you can have. And she's soft.
True.
She's not the tallest, so she's going to be form-fitting. She's going to enjoy herself. She's going to be sweet on you.
Especially in the swimsuit. She's really soft there. Crazy. I guess we could do what? What do you want to do? We're gonna cuddle. Put her in the greatest. Sure. I think Rappy is based on the Japanese size chart. She was like what 165 centimeters or something tall. I think that's what it was in that size chart that they released. Okay.
What is that in freedom units? I think it's like 5'4".
I think it's 5'5".
5'5".
5'5". There you go.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like perfect.
Although based on how big Anise was in the latest chapter CG, that size chart doesn't even make any sense anymore.
Yeah, the heights are dependent on whichever artist is getting the
paycheck.
Is doing the drawing at that time.
Well, now it's Anchor's turn. Anchor Innocimade. She has the tummy that Mast always raves about, saying it's the best thing to touch in the world. So apparently her skin has the best fat content in the world.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty high, as long as she's not hitting you with a starfish, which is possible.
That is possible.
You might get starfished.
She wears them in her hair too, so they could be there. We'll put her nice and warm. What do you think about that?
I think warm is good.
Warm is good. Now it's time for the Arcana. The blue woman who has her tummy showing right through her dress. Look at that tummy.
She's going to be really, really high. She's going to check pretty much all the same boxes that Rappy does. It's hard to honestly differentiate them here.
She's very loving of a character as well. So I think she is Kino. Oh, who is asking you a question, Ripple? Do you see that? In the chat?
Huda? Huda wouldn't. Huda would probably be violent and not fun to be with in that moment.
True. But I think we can put Arcana easily in the greatest. She's just a warm, loving person who also has a great body.
Yeah, it's hard not to. It would be hard, even for her biggest hater, to not put her up there.
Oh, no, I think Red Hood is like 6'6" based on the animation that they've done of her in Rappy's event. If we go by Rappy being like 5'5", he's like 6'6".
Yeah, she's huge.
Who's exposed, Ignis? Who got exposed?
Huda would never be violent. Okay, well then, beyond that, maybe good. I'm not so sure that I believe you on that, but if that's true, we'd say good, maybe.
Apparently, Pen wants to sleep in Talos' arm. Wow. That's something. Okay, next is K. We're on to K now.
As a K fan, I'd say horrible.
Really?
Unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to be a good experience.
Why do you think so?
She's not going to be super into it. She might get violent.
Did you get there's a fluster a lot in her biases or whatever when you give her like compliments and stuff? That happens.
Yeah. She also, in one of her voice lines, says like, "You're one of the only people, or you are the only person." She doesn't get super mad around, but with something like this, it's probably gonna freak her out, and you're probably in trouble.
So you want to put her in horrible, the first horrible.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Kay is great, but somebody has to be there, and I think it's her.
Down she goes. Oh. I see Null. I see. Also, Null is in the YouTube chat. Are you looking at both chats, Ripple, or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm glad to see Null. Null is great. I hope you're having a great day, Null.
Okay, next is Sora. Sora, I think he would be really into it.
Yeah, Sora's also. She had her sweet moment when the commander was having a panic attack.
Mhm.
I think for that moment alone, she's gonna be greatest, at least. Maybe she's got things falling out of her pockets and stuff.
Well, I thought she's wearing the coat.
She's got like
There.
contraband. Yeah, but you never know where she has contraband. Like she's got stuff in her pockets. She might have her pants stuffed with something.
I didn't realize, why does she have US dollars in her pockets? Whoa.
Ooh. That's more confirmation that the Arc is NA.
I always thought that the Arc was fully digital in their currency. That's how it felt to me, at least.
I think they are. I think there was something in the. Well, there's credits. I think
the
credits are
credits,
actually. But are credits all digital? Maybe they are.
I think credits are like crypto because you can get the credit cases, right, which have like the signatures of like the money. So it's like you're paying with everything in Bitcoin, essentially in the Arc, I think.
They said something in the collab story, but I wasn't super into it, so I wasn't reading it very hard. Maybe somebody would remember, but the Lyco Rico girls were like trying to pay, and they were having some sort of issue, and I don't know if anybody remembers that.
I haven't read the collab story yet, so I don't know. I think we put
That's not really
Sora.
a spoiler, that's like the first thing.
We can put Sora into.
I think Sora's
great.
gonna be really high.
Yeah, we'll put in a great. Great. Kyrie would know, Ignis, that is true. But he's been gone for a little bit. Okay. Next, we're doing Delta, because we're skipping the alts, right? Because we did an amalgamations of characters, so skip those. Just throw them down here, because we did a merging of them. But the overall
Yeah, with the
rating,
exception of D, where a character changes significantly.
Yep. Okay, next is Delta. Delta. See, now Delta has a mental issue, one could say. He's very straightforward. Or at least she was. She's broken out of that a bit with the ninja stuff, right?
Yeah, Delta's going to be enthusiastic because she's trying to learn. She might not be good, but she has a stature that's going to be great here. I think a lot of things are going for her here.
She's probably watched a million cuddles happen in the roof while she's hiding there as a ninja, right? She's watched and taken notes.
God.
So maybe she would be good. Let's put her in a good.
Good, yes. I think I said warm earlier, but it's good.
Or warm.
There's a difference. Okay. Sorry, those were getting confused. Like the categories were getting mixed in my mind. I'm thinking low warm.
lower.
Well, maybe not above Privity, so maybe good is where it maybe good is where she should be.
Everybody should be in war.
I think maybe Privity should be in warm.
And then we can put Delta in lower war. And that way it works out, I think.
Yeah, I think we had Privity a little too low.
Yeah. Now, next is label. Label. How do we do her?
That's a tough one. She might smell bad. And I don't know that she's going to want to cuddle for very long. She might be like pushing in other directions pretty quickly.
True.
And so if it's just on the cuddles, this might be pretty bad.
Yeah, the smell. In some of her Vine sessions, she talked about how she hasn't bathed in like a week or something. So the hygiene isn't going to be good for her label. But there are people where that's a bonus, though.
Yeah, some people are gonna like that, but then I still think something like that is gonna progress into something that's not cuddling,
True.
and then you're talking about a different tier list.
Sure.
I think this one's bad. Maybe not the lowest, because she's gonna try and she's gonna be sweet and kind about it. Like, it's not gonna be the worst experience of your life.
You unironically might just pass out from the excitement, though, as well. Because she has done that where she gets too excited and just foams in the mouth.
Yeah, I'm thinking meh, probably.
Turn meh. Oh, you is here in the YouTube chat. Yui.
Hello.
Welcome.
K and Phantom. K is not going to be the most into it. And Phantom's great, but she's just not the most intimate. That's how we labeled, or that's how we went with those.
Now it's time for Maxwell. You mentioned something about her robotic legs, but I don't think those stay around, because if you look at her updated model, they're no longer robotic, right?
Yeah, I had concerns about the robotic legs because they're not going to be comfortable. But since we're doing kind of them as a total and not just based off of like their base, she's going to be pretty high. Because she's gonna pounce you, and then she's gonna cuddle you afterwards.
Exactly.
And I think it's gonna be a great time.
So we're gonna go great.
Where
should she go?
At least warm.
At least
maybe greatest.
I think maybe she's just a bit too aggressive, so we'll put her in warm.
Yeah.
But try warm. Really can. If you can crush your head, that's crazy. Okay, well, next is Uni. Uni. It's not loading in. Uni, load in, please. There you go.
Yeah, some people are going to be really high on this one. I don't think I could be a whole lot lower than this. She's going to try to hurt you. I know it's not with the intention of really hurting you, but expressing yourself. But for me, that's not gonna fly. For me, it's horrible.
Well, remember,
But I do understand. I understand this. What's being shown. I understand. It's just not for me.
If he's wanting to cuddle, is she gonna whip? I guess she's in. Yeah, she's obsessively into the whipping.
Yeah, she's gonna pinch you.
Yeah.
Or something. Like you're gonna be in some sort of pain, and it's not gonna be like an accidental pain like we were talking about with Miranda, where she might elbow you. It's gonna be very intentional, and it's gonna hurt.
Sure. But the booty though.
I'm saying horrible, but I'm also Uni's biggest hater. So if it's higher than that, I understand.
I feel like the booty.
Yeah, that is objectively a good plus that would differentiate her between our other horrible like K. I don't know about good. Good seems pretty high, but
maybe some people want a little bit of pain.
Yeah, Peyton he's saying he wants that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'll put her in high met tier. What do you think about that?
I'm starting to feel bad for Kay down there by herself though.
The whole thing was that Kay would just refuse, and that's why she's down there. Don't worry, she's gonna get she's gonna get a teammate there at some point. I already have an idea of who's also gonna go down there. And we'll get to her in the Pilgrims.
Yeah, I've got a controversial one that's also going to go down there, and it's going to be similar for my reasoning with Uni.
What about Leader?
Is Leader up next?
Yep, it's Leader. Grandma. Cuddling grandma. By the ocean.
This might be one where she isn't going to let you cuddle her, but she's going to cuddle you. And it's going to be like one of those situations, and she's so...
And also, you get both.
She's so adamant as her place as being the older version. Or the older person.
Sure. You get both, though. Sleeping on the bed, too. In the corner. To increase the comfiness of the room.
Yeah, and he's not gonna shed everywhere like Polly is. So that's definitely a plus.
Yeah, I can see that. She takes the lead, so she becomes the big spoon.
I don't think a full Nelson is cuddling Zenard. Maybe half Nelson.
I think we can put her in warm. She knows what she's doing. She has years of experience. Well, from being like 100 years old. But yeah, how do you feel about the placement there?
Low warm is... I was going to say high good, low warm. I mean, we're splitting hairs here. I got no problem with it.
What are you talking about? Who's Cheeks? Who is Cheeks, Hoot? Explain. Do you know who Cheeks is, Ripple? Do you have any idea what he's talking about?
I think... So Human in the Flesh is Tenpo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks that's somebody else. But yeah, that's Tenpo.
Okay. Well, next is Julia, which I don't really know too much about Julia. So, do you know more about Julia than I do?
Julia's a just... There's not a whole lot to know about her. She got kicked out to the surface. You know what? She might... So here's, well, no, that's not gonna work. Because I was gonna say she might like play you a nice musical song, but you can't really do that in Cuddle. But you could do that like for like Noise or one of those singers. They could probably do that, but I don't
I
know
could
if
sing.
this argument works for Julia.
Yeah, this isn't a gotcha skin.
I mean, I think she'd be into it. I think she would. Yeah, that's her favorite item screen.
You know,
I don't think there's anything. I think she wouldn't. She'd reciprocate, and
I think
she wouldn't be bad.
normal. Maybe put her normal.
Yeah,
Just good.
Average.
Normal.
Yeah.
Good normal. Yeah. Or meh. Maybe meh.
No, because I don't think that. So with meh, there's always like one.
There's like stipulation.
Maybe it's not a bad. Yeah, there's like something negative there. I don't think there's anything negative with Julia.
True.
I just don't think she's going to be exceptional in any way. Like, it's just going to be average across the board, which is a little sad. And it's a little bit everywhere in her character.
Sure.
But
So
that's
true.
not our fault.
Mass cuddles are good. Senti. Senti is old. I think Senti would be warm. How do you feel about Senti, Mr. Ripple?
I don't have a whole lot of feelings on Senti. They're a little more positive than Julia, but I'm kind of in the same boat with that one. I don't have a whole lot here or there to say about her.
I think she would like to cuddle. He's very Genki, you know. He has high energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And she'd be good at it and form fitting.
And she's very nice and kind. She's a good soul. And she's very sure of herself. Most of the time. Sometimes she has doubts, but I think she's able to go with it at full steam.
I don't know that she'd be above Helm, though. Maybe Helm needs to be higher.
Maybe Helm does need to be higher, yeah. Because, yeah, you did make the point where older Helm may have been hesitant, but newer Helm, who's current, would not be hesitant. So
yeah, newer Helm's going to be pretty high up on the list.
Yeah, so we'll go by that. Okay, she gets to go back up. She gets to be right around that. I'm going to put her. Okay, next is Drake. Drake.
I'm pretty high on Drake. I think she's going to be hesitant at first, but then it's going to feel nice for her, and she's going to really soften up.
But then she's going to say something like strange.
Yeah, but I think that's part of the charm for me. She would definitely say something weird and strange. But she's gonna be like, it's gonna be like holding a stick of butter, and you're just gonna watch her melt. Because it's gonna start off very low. Like initially, it's gonna be one of the worst experiences ever. She's probably gonna be like moving around and saying probably even mean things. But then, very quickly, she's gonna be like at the top tier. And maybe since it's not going to start off the best, maybe that's a negative, and we got to knock her down a tier into.
I think we're putting warm. Yeah, warm. My head said warm from the start. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think warm is good.
The warm Drake. And the next is Crow. I don't think she'd want to cuddle at all.
Yeah, I think I don't think there's a such thing as hate cuddles.
Yeah.
So I think this one's gonna be probably below K.
Yeah, I think you just refuse. Yeah, over a low. Yeah, the payout with Drake is high, but it takes a good investment. UE. I'm gonna say UE for the 2 eyes.
Yeah, with Drake, it's it's like a high investment character. It's not, you don't want her when you're first starting the game, but late game she's indispensable.
No, Pepper. Pepper is, I think, is easy to say. She would be in the greatest.
She would be. You just can't turn your back to her. She might push you off the bed.
Nah, she only does that to villains. That's it. Pepper is cute, kind, cuddling. And she'll make sure you have a well-balanced breakfast. But yeah, I think we put her into the greatest. Now it's time for Add Me.
Well, Pepper might push another evil person off the stairs, Ignis, and I'm a little bit evil, so maybe not off the stairs, but like maybe off the couch or bed. I might be in trouble there.
What is Hootie even saying there? Do you see what he said?
I did not. Let me read it. That is crazy, Hoot. I think Pepper might push Hoot off too. I think he might be a little bit evil.
He's a bit evil, that is true. Now what about Add Me though? What should Add Me be? Zenard made a good point. She has abandonment issues, so she would really like to cuddle.
Yeah, the skinship would be, she would be very, very, very into it. And she's like small, so she would be easy to like completely wrap your arms around.
Mm-hmm. I guess we put her into great, maybe? Based on what was just said?
Yeah, I think probably low on the greatest tier. She doesn't, I mean, just unfortunately, she doesn't have like the same softness that a lot of the greats up there have, but because of her enthusiasm, she's going to be great at it regardless.
Yep. I agree. Now, Jackal. Jackal has a lot of enthusiasm.
It just depends on the mood you catch her in, because she might get a little bitey.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, she was trained though about only licking, no biting. Remember?
I don't remember, but I'll take your word on it. That's good.
You give her a piece of meat, she gets happy. She's ready to sleep like a dog. I think, although that can cause an issue. Yeah, I think we can probably put her in good.
Yeah, she might be a little too jittery at times, and so it's hard to get fully comfortable.
Probably gonna chew up the pillow like she chews up her axolotl doll.
That skin's so cute. I wish I'd gotten it.
I wish I had voice lines, but I did get it because it is really good. And the chibi model for the skin is awesome.
Yeah, that one is good.
Yeah, we'll put her in a good tier. Now it's time for Laplace.
I'm thinking we're gonna be low on this one.
Really? But
She might have to go off.
Look at her favorite item though. She's ready to cuddle.
That's true. My concerns were she might have like random pieces of glass still stuck in wherever, and so you might cut yourself on some glass from the 15 windows she smashed right before.
15.
And since she's a hero, she might have like a lot of things to do, so she might have to, she's like on call all the time, and she might run away at any point in time.
She's gonna get the bat signal and this smash through the window.
The bat signal's gonna come in and she'll smash your window.
But look at that face.
But yeah, that it's hard when you see that favorite item. It's hard for any of those things to matter. She might be still really high.
Mm-hmm. It is true, Ignis. She is pretty flat, especially when you look at the newer model of hers. She's a flat character.
She's definitely not going to be the most enthusiastic. I don't know. She might like go on like a ramble. She might just talk to you about hero stuff the whole time.
Well, that's going to be like
doing that.
Like guillotine then. So we probably put her in good with the guillotine, I think.
Yeah, that's about right.
And now we like guilty. She is the pay high risk, high reward cuddling, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking this one's a little bit more of a risk. I think guilty's gonna hurt you. Not intentionally, probably, but
she loves to hug.
I know she doesn't mean it. It's just a scary proposition. Like, you're gonna have it in the back of your head the whole time, like I might be crushed tomatoes any second.
Mm-hmm. But the reward is so high for the risk. It makes you think.
Yeah, you're definitely gambling with this one.
Peyton says, I want to walk away a changed man, even if his spine is broken. Whoa. I'm going to put her in warm, and she's going to be under Drake, since she's a really high risk, right? She's kind of like Dusty, though, in a way.
She has to little spoon. I think she can't little spoon. I think it's the opposite. I think if you're the little spoon. Oh no, she has to little spoon. No, okay, I agree. I misunderstood. Yes, she has to little spoon. If she's big spoon, you're in. That's a scary place to be. If you are the little spoon to guilty.
Be very spooky. A lot of nerves running high there. Now it's time for Sin, though. Sin. In her main outfit, she became a bit more meaty, I think, right?
Yeah, so her maid personality is so much more cuddleable than her normal. Because it almost is a little bit of a rewrite of her personality. In her Bond story or her rehab story, they're the same thing. You just can't imagine that ever happening. But in her maid outfit, she's a little bit more like a Viper type of character. In that she's dangerous, but she's not gonna hurt you, or she's not like super excessively malicious. Like this version of Sin is spooky.
Yeah, Zinara says she doesn't want to be touched. Is this true? I don't remember that. It's been so long since I played the Liberation stuff.
Yeah, the Tsundere Rebel Maid is good, and I think that one would be a lot of fun. But this version that's on screen is she's just not gonna want to do it. She's so
she has to wear the mask.
Evil.
If in this form she has to wear the mask, but I guess she learned how to control it, and that's why she only has to wear that little mask now.
I think the little mask actually worked the same.
Oh, it does. Well, it gets less in the way. Where should she go then? What do you think?
Man, when she looks at me with those eyes like that, it's hard to put her below good. She's a very beautiful character.
Well, Zinara, we're taking into account we're taking into account everything with the character now. We're not just the base form, right? We're taking into account the character development and stuff. So with the character development, is she still low in your opinion, Zenard? Since you are a Sin lover, right? So you do know a bit more than we do. So I will take your word on that. So maybe we can put her into low good tier. But no, she has an issue like Uni, right? Where she might do some strange things. So I guess she'll go with Uni and meh. But higher meh.
Yeah, I think meh's good.
Now it's time for Quincy.
Quincy, I think, is going to be really high.
Next, we're taking count Escape Queen. And Escape Queen, she's really devious. Especially in the ballerina skin. She has a lot of voice lines where she gets a little bit yandere-like. What's your question, Null? Yeah, she doesn't mind tight spaces. That is true when it comes to Quincy. Where's Viper? Viper is here.
Oh yeah, Noel said he wanted to leave after we do Viper. Maybe we can do Viper next. Just
okay, we'll do Viper next. Yeah, we'll do Viper next, I guess. For him. But yeah, what do you think about Quincy? I think she would just be great. I don't see any great. I don't see any downsides to Quincy.
No, she's into it. She's got the curves. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
And she's like flexible, so she's gonna do a bunch of weird stuff and in a good way.
True. So yeah, we'll put her great. Wait, let's next do Viper, I guess. Where is she? Pull up here. Viper. We'll do Viper right now. For Null, since he really wants to see her. Now, what can we do for Viper?
Yeah, I'm questionable on her personality, but her technique is probably going to be unbeatable.
True. She is trained. She's ready.
And she's going to be into it.
Huh, I never noticed that about her nails before. She has hearts on them.
Oh, yeah.
How would a Viper smell bad? She would smell good. She cares about her beauty a lot. I think Viper just has great technique, so she's probably going to be really high.
Yeah, I think she's going to smell great as well, unlike what Hoot is saying. Wait, is she drawing the commander in that? I've never noticed that. That's really cute, actually.
Oh yeah, she is. Look at that.
I had never noticed that.
I never saw that either.
Wow, his eyes are revealed for the first time.
They've been revealed this entire time. Crazy. Yeah, I think we can put her into great tier. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, it's hard to.
We'll rearrange
people aren't
the
going to like
tiers
it because they dislike her. Yeah, people dislike her personality, so they're not gonna like that. But I think just even if you like just objectively, it's hard to get a lot better than the trait she's bringing to the table here.
And Bran, you're gonna cuddle her like you would cuddle a daughter, I would think.
Yeah, and she's gonna be very cute and sweet the whole time. For me, this is gonna be greatest. This is gonna be like a top 3 for me.
Top 3. Yeah, she's just gonna be cute little thing. You hold hands, go to sleep. She's having a nightmare, and so on. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, and it's adorable.
Empinol. I have no idea about Empinol at all.
Yeah, this is a tough one because there's just not a lot to say about her.
Oh, shiny.
I also don't know that I've even played her Bond story, so.
Also, shiny. Pin, bro. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Wait, I don't know anything about. I don't know much that we can say about Empinol.
She's cool looking.
She is cool.
I don't remember her personality, but she's probably cool.
She has a long way in her aiming pose.
Yeah, as an artist saying she's probably not very touchy-feely. That's probably true.
True, that is.
She's probably not gonna be the most. She's not gonna be super enthusiastic.
Yeah, from Romani's event, I think she's like that. Yeah, I guess let's put her in meh. Or meh. Now it's time for Naga.
Good night, Noel. You might have already left, but I just saw that.
Suno. Yeah. Naga. I think Naga is just gonna be epic.
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
I don't see any downsides with Naga at all. She's lovey-dovey. She takes care of herself, so she's gonna smell good. I don't see any downsides to Naga at all.
No, and yeah, I mean, you've got a good chance of the next person following along and being there at the same time. It's gonna be like,
yeah, there's no way Tia.
You're gonna have Tia coming in at the same time, probably. Like, I don't see how you couldn't have.
Tia is literally like the super. She has a super cuddle build right there, and she's very affectionate. So it's just super easy to say. Yeah, she's gonna be in the greatest with Naga. They're a perfect duo together, like the bunnies. But now next is Tuve. Tuve. She would cuddle for warmth in a survival situation. Whoa, it's Legendary Cow. Welcome. Tia would bring a snack to bed, yeah? You guys would have a 2 a.m. snack. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tuve, though?
It might be too clinical.
Clinical.
Like, she's gonna...
In like a survival kind of way, right? Use the
yeah,
survival
I
technique.
think it's... Yeah, Tenpo's saying she'd make an excuse about being survival. Yeah, and I think it would be such like the optimum position for sharing body heat. Like, it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be the best. I think warm not only makes sense based off the naming convention,
yeah,
but makes sense with the tier.
Yep, I'll go with that. Yep. 2 a.m. warm. Oh, Zwei is low because he'd just be too nervous and inexperienced or something, I guess. Is that what we went with? What did we say about her?
Yeah, nervous. It's there's just not a whole lot going for her. She's nice and she's sweet, but she's gonna be like a total nervous wreck. in not necessarily a good way.
No, it's a leg. The woman denied her commander by the writers.
I adore her. I started playing the game for her, but she's gonna try to play Boom at the same time, and it's gonna be a little distracting.
I don't know about that part. I think she knows when to play games, when not to play games. She has a good balance in her life. She's not fully needed up like Trony, you know?
Mm.
And also, Peyton is right. You are playing Boom on her.
No, we're not, apparently. Apparently we're not doing that, ever.
I don't know why they did Human in the Flesh, but they did for some reason. I feel like she'd have a lot of fun, Commander, though. And by extension,
she's so soft.
Yeah. I think there's no way we can't put her in. Great. It just fits.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. There's no way I'm ever gonna be bad or have an issue with that.
And they said, just kidding. Just kidding in the Bond story. Just kidding, just kidding. So evil that they did that. Ripple has a lot of thoughts on that event, but he doesn't even think it happened.
Yeah, I reject that event. I don't believe it happened. Not just it's not canon. I don't think it happened. I think it's a giant gaslighting conspiracy by everyone else to make me believe that event is real.
Yep. Now we have Kilo.
So I think you're gonna squeeze into Talos with her, and Talos is gonna like put on a nice soft song, put the temperature inside perfect. I think Kilo's gonna be pretty high.
Yeah. And look,
even if she herself is not the best, Talos is gonna set up the perfect environment.
And look at her delight face. Look at that. She's ready.
Yeah, Kilo for me is a greatest.
Cuddling in the mech. Makes sense to me.
And there's room in there too. If you look at like Kilo's
if you look at
images from 2.5.
Get that. Check out here. Ooh. You mean 1.5? Yeah, a lot of room.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's gonna be like a good tight fit, not like too much, but it's not spacious enough for a lot of separation, just enough to breathe.
Sure. Now it's time for Crony.
Trony's tough.
Crony's tough. He's just gonna short circuit, I think.
She's great though. It's hard to rank her low, but I can't. There's not a whole lot going for her that's gonna do well, other than the fact that she's so cute.
And true. Is it still cuddling it with stupid Trony's feet on her face, says Denard. But she has getting more confident lately, so we take it into the account that she's more confident. She's probably not going to short circuit right away anymore, right?
Yeah, but I still think this is like 3 steps too far for her.
I think we could put her in good. She's not going to be the top tier.
She's got swirly eyes the whole time.
Yeah.
It might not. The cuddles themselves might not be good, but it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, she's gonna try her hardest. No, it's Ein's time. True. Hoot. Tony is very bottom heavy, which is awesome. What do we think? What do we think about Ein right here?
I think Ein's gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna smell nice. She's gonna be into it.
She's gonna use Rupee's special technique that she learned on the live stream. Because she watched us cuddle with Rupee on the live stream.
Yeah, she's gonna be. She's not quite ready to surpass the master. So wherever Rupee ends up, Ein's gonna be a step below that, I think. But I think Rupee's gonna end up pretty high.
We can put her in warm, I say.
Yeah, I think warm is good.
Oh, you never knew she had a giant clip on her jacket? You notice the paper clip there? What model phone does she have here anyway? Wait a minute. She actually went to Juvie based on this paper in her pocket? That's something. I feel like they were.
That's interesting. I've never noticed that.
Based on her burst animation, right? She was supposed to be a bigger delinquent in the past, I think, and then they made her into a bigger sweetie than that. It's kind of like how what was it? There's another burst animation that clashed with personality, like Tia's burst animation, where she's more mysterious or whatever. But now she's like super cuddly. Like old concepts that still are in the design.
Yeah, like they designed her to be more of a troublemaker than she actually ended up being written as.
Okay, I'm gonna move these alts down here since we're not doing alts by themselves.
She also has a pretty good angry face.
True. She has complete dead eyes. She's really angry. Okay, now it's Flora's turn. Flora. The armpit queen. She would have like a flower bed built just to sleep on.
Yeah, Flora's gonna have a really nice natural smell. Delicate flower. Yeah, she might be a little too delicate.
Don't worry, she's a Nikke. She's built to last.
Maybe emotionally delicate though. I feel like they've never really, at least not that I remember, dove into that part of her personality.
She's kind of aloof, from what I remember. Because remember, like, the commander had like the do not disturb sign on his thing, and then she decided, oh, this made no sense, and threw it away. That's how her event started.
About that. Yeah, she's very business oriented too. Like a lot of her appearance has always been around her flower garden, so she's got like a very one-track mind.
Yep. Let's see. Flora, where should you go? I don't think she'd be bad or anything. I don't suspect there's any like big negatives to her.
No, definitely not any negatives. I'd say good. Maybe a little warm, because I do think she would smell really nice naturally. Yeah, high good's good.
It's for high good, yeah. Okay, it's Mana's turn now. The office lady. It depends on if she's drunk or not.
Yeah, you'd have to catch her. Like, she's not gonna do it normally. Like, you're never getting this on the surface. Like, during the crystal arc, this could have never happened.
Mhm.
But if you catch her after a long, hard day and she's been drinking, she's gonna go all in.
Yeah. I think we can put her in grade. I think she's a sleeper hit. That's something. A sleeper hit. That's what mana is. Mana is your partial creator. She's not really a mother or an aunt or whatever. Yeah, I think she's a sleeper hit. So let's put her in grade. That's what I'm doing. Now it's
Yeah,
Trina's
she's like
turn.
a dark horse candidate.
Yeah, dark horse. Yeah.
If you catch her on her day, she's gonna be hard to beat.
Now it's Trina. Okay, Trina, in her Bond story and other stuff, she does like cuddling, I think.
Yeah, she's gonna be naked.
Yep. She is a real hugger.
Or the bird's gonna be around and chirping though. That might be a little annoying. That might be the one thing that could be negative. Because other than that, it's hard to say she wouldn't be in the greatest tier.
What if they've been taught to sing a beautiful song?
If that's the case, then she might be rank 1.
I think she is like Emma, because her and Emma had a outpost encounter with the commander, right? And the commander fell asleep because he was so relaxed. Remember that one?
I do not, but it doesn't. That does sound like something that would happen. Well, yeah, in her event, in that, yeah, she did cuddle leader. She
did.
I think it was a lap pillow. Yeah, she's gonna be really high.
Yeah, put her high with Emma. Now it's Miharu's time though. See, Miharu likes getting pain applied to her, not the other way around, right? So she's not gonna hurt you like how Uni would in the cuddling, right?
Yeah, you can be the little spoon and you can just squeeze her in as close as you can. It's gonna be really high.
Mm-hmm. But she isn't a tender character, so she's not gonna. I don't know, but she is lovey though with the commander a bit, because like when she has those flashbacks in her O Respect form, she's always talking about how much she likes whoever she thinks she's talking to in the past, because she doesn't remember fully the commander's name, right? So,
Yeah, she's definitely. I think she's gonna be pretty high, and she's got the physical stature to be quite soft.
And how she wait a minute. This skin is called Paint Eater? Really? Paint Eater. Why did they call her a Paint Eater? That's funny to me. She eats glue.
Is that right?
Oh, it's a spelling mistake? It's a spelling mistake on the visualizer. Or maybe it's a joke from the guy, because the guy who runs the site does jokes sometimes. So maybe we just called her a Paint Eater because he thinks she's stupid or something.
I find what it's actually called.
Wait, what is it called?
Pain Eater.
It is Paint Eater. But he called her Paint Eater on the site. Okay, that's funny. That's a funny joke. Yeah, I'll put her in warm, I think. What do you think about that?
Yeah, things might escalate past cuddling pretty quickly with her, so
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be cuddling long.
Yeah, let me show you guys right here. See, on the site, it says Paint Eater. See that? Paint Eater. Not pain eater. Now it's Mori's time. How do we feel about Mori? Yeah, I've seen what Rouge's skin is called. He really hated the Rouge skin. The owner of the site. Yeah, how do you feel about Mori, Mr. Ripple?
I mean, is this this is a tough one because in her Bond story and her main story appearance, it would probably be a pretty good experience. But in 2.5 with the all the stuff around, I don't know. What does everybody else think?
He does have abandonment issues, I guess, or she would have not abandonment issues, but she would long for love, I would think. So maybe she would cling hard, such as Shiny Prinlup had said in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, actually, I'm remembering. I'm thinking of this artist who made a cuddling Mori one, and it's one of the better Nikke arts that has ever existed. She might be really, really high.
I think she might not know what to do because she has no contact with people at all, really, until recently. So she might be a bit emotionally estranged from the idea of cuddling.
She might be like a little bit tougher than Drake to crack, but I think if you could peel past some of those layers, it's going to be really good. So,
Actually, I can't put her above Flora.
Drake.
I don't think we can put her above Flora. Can she really go above Blast though? And Neon? I think she has to be in good tier, or like lower in good tier. Because when you compare her to the characters in good tier, I don't think she can be above them.
But she's above the meh for sure.
Yeah. Yes, Peyton keeps talking about how she's very well built.
I think with experience, Mori would be pretty good. Sure. Like it would take her a little while, but I think she would eventually figure it out.
Okay, next is Sugar. You're a Sugar fan, aren't you?
Me? Not really.
No?
No, I'm not. I'm pretty low on her, actually.
Oh, really? Even though she's friends with Moran? But they're like little rivals.
But I almost wish they were a little bit more antagonistic towards each other. I like the way that their relationship is, but I'm very much not on her side.
She always does want to have a kiss, though. That's one thing.
Yeah, she's...
It's crazy that they reference a show that became like super mid on your shirt now. Children of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy, the show. That became very not good near the end of it, from what I recall.
Yeah, it's the problem with a lot of shows. They get popular and then they run out of ideas, but they keep going anyway.
Mm-hmm. I think Sugar would like to cuddle. So we'll put her into Warm, I think.
I don't think it would be bad. Like, yeah, Warm seems about right.
Children of Anarchy, that would get you thrown into a prison cell within the arc. That would be heretic worship, and they don't allow that. Now it's time for Exia.
Exia does have a rockin' bod. She said so
does.
herself.
Mm-hmm.
And she has the confidence to do it. I think she's going to be pretty high.
Yeah, I agree. And she, in her favorite item animation, she looks really into going further than just that.
She's going to be in the greatest.
Yeah. It makes sense to me. Now Alice. It's Alice's time. I think especially with Alice's newest skin, it's just she's top tier. It makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yep. I don't even know if there's a whole lot to say about it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, just clear cut. Yeah, her body is warm naturally as well.
She will be in a jar tier.
In the jar. That's only in her dreams that she's in the jar. Okay, that next is Blanc. I mean, what's there to say about Blanc? There's not much to say to know that she's already like just really high up.
Yeah.
The only distinction we have to make is if Noor goes higher than Blanc.
I think they need to be together, but I think she needs to be below.
I think Noor.
They need to be right next to
top.
each other.
Yeah.
But Noir should be like the one in front.
And she has the extra meat that pumps her up.
Well, but then again, I guess maybe I could see the argument of Blanc being higher. Blanc's going to be more enthusiastic,
True.
but Noir is better built. I guess that's a personal preference thing there.
Sure. We can rearrange it after we get everyone in to get the final confirmation. But now it's Firma's turn. I mean, Firma has in her favorite item. She has the cuddling pose already set up.
Yeah, she's going to be a very, very, very high ranker as well. I mean, her gimmick is being sleepy. And there's no way she's not going to be great at this.
Counts on the fact that Firma and Scarlet similar. She would fall asleep, Ignis, but then she's gonna stay in the cuddling position the whole time, right?
Yeah, I would say that's a pro, not a con.
And you're also just gonna fall asleep too. Firma.
Prima.
Well, there's never been a single voiced line where someone says her name besides when she's cold, so I haven't heard it been spoken in forever. Blame Shift Up, not me.
Maybe she should be in a summer event next year when they actually have one.
Prima. Well, she was in the first summer or the second one. Was it the first one or the second one?
Ghost.
She was in Boom the Ghost.
Boom the Ghost is where she had the...
But I thought they didn't exist.
There's that
Ripple.
Classic. Well, that's what I said initially. I said she should be in a summer event at some point. That was what I was going with, but it didn't land.
Oh. See, that's how forgetful Boom the Ghost was. That I forgot that she was in it. We're slandering the event. Yeah, I think we can put in great, right? That's what we're going with? We're going with great?
Yeah, definitely.
Now it's Mary's time. Yeah, Frima did. She did sleep. And she got touched by the ghost. there's so much in Nikke that you forget things because there's so much. Yes, yes, Max, I did forget. How do we feel about Mary?
For me, Mary's not super interesting, but it's just hard objectively to rank her low at all. Like, she's got a lot of like caring nature to her, and she's soft, and she's intimate. She's just a good recipe to be pretty highly ranked.
I guess she has to be. It just makes logical sense. She did just do some things to us in her summer state, you know. That did happen. In the beach house. Now, what about Milk, though? Because this does mix,
so competitive.
This mix in bunny milk as well, right? Bunny milk is part of this equation. So the equation, the math.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be like a privy situation though, so where she just goes into wonderful. No, yeah, wonderful. Well, not wonderful. Warm. I mean, I think she would have like the same kind of hang-ups as Privity because she's of a similar personality.
Yeah, and she's not quite as soft as Privity, so I'd say she's below, but they're probably pretty similar.
They are friends after all. Which makes me think, you know what I didn't get? Remember the maid event, right, that we had with Velvet? Why was there no second maid? That's what I don't get. There should have been 2 maids, but there was only 1. That was disappointing when that happened.
Yeah, that was this was probably my least favorite maid event for that reason.
There wasn't even
Velvet,
a mini game.
Not having anyone else. Yeah, it didn't feel like they cared about this main event as much as they have in the past for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about Yuha? That's who's next. She did fight the commander a lot in her Bond story.
Yeah, so I don't know that she has time for cuddles.
If you cuddle with her, you're gonna get bit.
That's going to happen. She's probably gonna pounce you pretty quickly on, and then when she's done, she's not gonna stay around. She's gonna go back to work.
Mm-hmm. The workaholic. But I think overall, she's gonna be good, maybe. She's gonna be like Jackal tier.
I feel like the enthusiasm isn't there, and
she's gonna get drunk
with a lot of the good.
So she's gonna have more enthusiasm. She's gonna be drunk. That's what happened in the Bond story, right?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And that's the only time she has. Whenever she has time off, she gets drunk. That's like her thing. So whenever she has time to cuddle, she's gonna probably be inebriated. So I think we put her in good.
I think she might be below Mori.
Below Mori, you think? Well, what about Ludmilla? That's who's next. Ludmilla. How do you feel?
She's almost too regal, and it almost seems like.
But she has been
She might be
pretty affectionate, though.
She's definitely affectionate, but are cuddles her go-to thing? I mean, she'd be good at them, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, she'd be good at it. She might. Yeah, she's probably greatest.
Greatest. Yeah, I don't see.
Probably lower on that tier.
Yeah, I'll put her. Maybe she would be a bit too high and mighty to get fully into it, though.
Yeah.
So we're in the highest and warm. Old Noodles is here, and he says she will suffocate you with her rat. Well, Emma could do that too. That might be a positive thing, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters on here that are going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Half the roster is going to do that, really.
Now it's Rupee's time.
But Ludmilla might do that intentionally. Maybe that's what he's getting at.
True.
I
How do we
think Rupee's
feel?
going to be S tier.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. She is literally... She was the commander's first girlfriend, basically. In Miracle Snow and
she's
stuff.
super affectionate.
Yep.
Super sweet.
She's big, too. Whoa. She needs a favorite item, I think. If she's confident, she knows what she wants. She'll take what she wants. She's a business queen, you could say.
I think Ruby should get an alt on a favorite item. An alt would be...
Well, she does have
it's
the
like a little bit of a step up. Oh, she does have an alt. That's right. I forgot about it because it's
not good.
It's a little useless gameplay wise.
Yeah, she should get a favorite item, I think. I think that would fix her up. Because she used to be used a lot like Senti was. And Senti got a favorite item, but her favorite item is not actually good, which sucks. They kind of screwed over Senti.
We're also getting close to a lot of characters getting their second alt. Obviously, that already exists with Snow, but it's only gonna... That number of characters who have it is only gonna increase.
Yep. Now we're on to Yan. Turbo's ties. Yeah, her thighs, man. Her thighs. The one problem with the end, though, is she's gonna wear her shoes in the bed because she refuses to show her feet.
Well, you could probably give her a few credits.
Mm-hmm. Sure. She does get pretty flirty in her Abai sessions and stuff. That happens. But there was a time where she just she whacked us because we wanted to do something flirty.
Yeah, she's got potential, but as of right now, it's hard to rank her super high.
Mm-hmm. I'll put her in good. Good is good fine with you?
Yeah, I think good's about right.
Now what about Dahlia? Or Dala, I mean. Dala. She's very stoic. I think she'd probably be meh, if I'm being honest, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get super into it. She's probably gonna be thinking about business the entire time.
She's thinking, how can I profit from the situation right now? Yeah, I'll put her in meh.
Yeah, she could definitely get higher with more character development, but for now, it's just not great. for this tier
I think Brid.
or for this list.
I think Brid can actually go in good because if we're taking account her winter thing, I think she gets up a little bit too good, like with Yuha, because they're both the business addicts or both workaholics, right?
Yeah, yeah. Brid definitely. Looking at the context of who else is around, Brid is definitely should be higher than that.
Yeah. Now it's Novel's time. Bella is going to study the commander's cuddle and make a life-size doll based on the tightness and how warm the commander wraps his hands around people. Okay. She might do that.
Oh my god, she would make so much money off that.
It'd be like the commander dolls, but huger and more expensive. 100,000 credits per hour of cuddle, says Zenard. That would be funny. How do we feel about Novel, though, Mr. Ripple?
She doesn't have a whole lot going for her.
She has a lot of energy.
There's not really a whole lot against her. I feel like a lot too much energy, though. Like she's gonna be jittery.
They made her evil. In this Halloween skin, look at that.
Oh, she's got the fang too.
The true side of Novel. This is why she actually is a secret queen, and she has the stars in her eyes. This is proof of her secret intentions of being a queen.
Every Nikke is someone's queen.
But do they have the stars in her eyes, like how Lilith does, and only one, and Miriam? I don't think so. Actually, I don't. Oh, but yeah.
That was a good face.
Oh, which one? The pain?
Yeah, it might be pain. I don't have it pulled up myself.
Wait, I don't know.
Yeah, that one. That one's funny.
It's pretty funny, yeah. Yeah, she's very excited.
She looks like she got caught doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing.
True. What could we do here? I think I'll put her into good. Yeah, she can go into good.
Yeah, good's about right.
What about Falk Wang, though? Falk Wang likes to cuddle. She likes being touched.
Yeah, it's gonna get sweaty and gross, though.
Why don't they just give Falk Wang a bodysuit like Alice to regulate her temperature? What's Mustang doing?
A good question. I don't fully remember all of the things about her. I remember she tried everything and nothing would work, but
she gave Yan like $1 million in supplements and stuff like that to try to cure it.
It's kind of like Queer's eyesight. It's like something that they just can't fix no matter what.
Also, one time I got shadow banned because of the white liquid in this glass. That was pretty cool.
That's insane. They're trigger happy with that on some of these.
On the big old X. But yeah, how do we feel about her?
But
it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very warm. Put her in warm, maybe. It's not gonna be great because of the sweat, right? So maybe she's just in the warm tier.
I think the sweat's. I'm thinking meh because of the sweat. I think the sweat's really bad. Yeah, I think it's gonna get gross.
I guess that does give.
I mean, warm is a funny tier.
Yeah, but Yeah, that is a big downside because you're gonna wake up in like a pool.
Yeah. And it's gonna get slick. So
True.
you can't even like get like a nice grip around her.
Noodles says Mustang should make a bodysuit for Volkswagen that collects and bottles her sweat for sale. Crazy. What do you think about that idea, Ripple?
In an ideal world, you would just lick it off of her, and there would be none to collect.
Crazy.
But I guess that works for when you're not around. Maybe not for sale. Maybe for a private collection.
Now, what about
but
Sakura?
It would make a lot of money.
Sure. The Yakuza Queen.
Pretty high. She's very intimate.
Yeah, that makes sense. But would she be great, though? That's the question. Does she break into the great tier? I know it.
I don't know. She's definitely close. I think she's either low and great or high and warm.
She left a sour taste in my mouth from the summer event with her because I did not want to pick her. And they should let us have an option to pick who we wanted to be with during that event, not just railroad us into her. You know, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Like there's like 10
I'd
different
like her a lot
Nikes.
more if she wasn't. If she wasn't so mean to Moran, I think I'd like Sakura a lot.
True.
But it's kind of hard for me to like her for that reason.
She was mean. I think Cocoa is just gonna be horrible. Based on her personality, she's gonna put ketchup everywhere, and then she's gonna just pass out, and then you're gonna be like, okay, night night. She's not really someone you cuddle with.
She's adorable. I just don't. It's just probably not gonna go well.
He's too much of her mental state is just too. It's just not there.
No, but you're not gonna have a bad time. Like you're not gonna leave being like, I dislike you, Cocoa, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna be the best experience of your life. Soda's gonna be really, really high.
Yeah, Soda. She accidentally just cuddles randomly. She's very huggy. She really loves
soft.
the commander.
She's super intimate. Yep.
I think she's the only Nikke that made the commander just go, I'm going to do something if I don't leave. That happened in her Bond story where he just couldn't hold himself back anymore. I think that's the only case of that happening in the entire game.
Yeah, she also has to take a break from work so they can go get hot and heavy in the break room. Yeah, Soda's incredible. Soda's really, really high.
Yep. Now it's time for Biscuit. The dough. How do you feel about Biscuit?
She's cute. She's gonna shed. The same with Polly. It seemed like earlier that wasn't a problem. So if that's not a problem, I think she's gonna be high.
Yeah, she's gonna cuddle in a way that a dog would. She's gonna curl up and get close. be very warm.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of affection back from her, but you're gonna have a great opportunity to give her a lot of affection.
Mm-hmm. So I'll put her
She'll
in
like curl up, like
put her like high warm, I guess.
yeah. You'll be like giving her a lap pillow. That's what that would be like, I think.
Yeah. Did you already? I think with Ray we could just say horrible as well because she's just he's just way too childish of a character.
Yeah. Ray's probably not gonna be a great time.
The penguin though, you cuddle the penguin. That makes sense to me. Her Narus, those guys are sassy. Now what about Arya though?
She's very
regal as well.
She is sweet on the commander, but she's very regal.
She would sing though. She could give you a lullaby. Good night.
Yeah. She does like opera singing.
Yep.
I don't know. Is that the best for lullabies? Maybe that doesn't matter.
I think it might be.
I think good.
I think she's better than good. We should not be better than good. Though I think maybe she's not as... She is sweet. Is she very affectionate? Probably. Has she acted very affectionate before? I don't remember.
She's... it's hard to remember. I think she's a little bit aloof. Maybe she's not. I don't know. It's been so long, and she
did help a nice
rarely
sense
shows
though
up.
in the latest chapters so far.
But even then, she helped less than Noise and Volume did.
Yeah, well, let's put her in good, I guess. Put her good for her now. Now, next is Noise herself, though. Now, Noise is very affectionate.
So Noise would be... Yeah, she's very affectionate. She would have the best lullaby of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But this would be a plus for some and a negative for others. She's shower averse.
I think that was, I have pushed that narrative as well. But I think that was just like a one-up joke or something. Because it's supposed to be, she doesn't want to go in the pool because she's afraid of water. And then she got nervous that the commander was asking about her bathing methods, right? So I don't think it was actually meant to be that she doesn't shower. Yeah, I think it was just a joke.
Oh.
But I have pushed that misinformation. It was a misinformation post by me.
Wow.
Because it was just a joke. I omitted parts of the truth, right? Because it was better for the post.
Everyone does that. Except me. I've never lied or misled.
Yeah, she is very pretty. And she would sing to you. And she'd be great to cuddle. I think so. We'll put her up there.
She would be good. If she smelled a little bit, that would be probably good, I think.
Oh. Interesting. Well, now it's Volume's turn now. Volume is mean.
She's so aggressive. I don't think it's going to go well.
She's aggressive. She would be dominant. She would want to be domineering, I think.
She has the stature for it, but I just think her personality is going to make this a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a bad tier.
I don't think she'd be bad, right? Because she would, if she's in the mood and she wants to, she's going to, and she's going to dominate the cuddling session. So she's probably going to guide you to do it the way that she wants it to be done. So I don't think it would be bad. I think she goes above Arya and probably enters into war.
Really?
Yeah, because she's gonna be like it's gonna be like a Maxwell kind of situation, I think.
She's just so mean though. But I don't know. They might be tweaking her personality a little bit with the. I know it was the VR and it wasn't actually her, but the volume in Maiden and Guillotine's event.
Yeah, Ice Strike
is much more palatable. Yeah, she's much more palatable that way.
Yeah, and like what Shiny said, she would be
over
like
the top
Cuddle now
diva that she is.
Yeah, she got nicer during the latest chapters when she's helping Anise and stuff, right? She's a bit nicer, but she just had the moments with Clay and Bay where she was mean to them as well. But that was because Clay was just messing up so much. So I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, she's on the grind set, right?
Yeah, her industry is super cutthroat, and that's how she turned out that way, if I'm remembering that right.
Mm-hmm. Just moving the alts out of the way since we did the amalgamations. Oh, okay, pull those guys down there. Now it's time for Rosanna. Rosanna likes to have fun. That's a big part of her.
I don't think she's a cuddler
story.
Though. I think she's a pouncer. She's gonna pounce you and that's it.
She's gonna take what she wants, smoke a cigarette, and then go back to work. I think she's gonna be with like Brid and Yuha.
Yeah, she's too fired up. She's not gonna be. She doesn't have time for cuddles.
But then she does like
desire.
She booked a hotel room and stuff though in her blah messages, right? So I guess she would have time.
Sure. There's a lot of cuddling going on.
True. I'll put her with Yulha and Brid in good tier.
Yeah, because even during her like intimate character moments with the commander, she's still very like aggressive and dominant, and not. She never really gets a whole lot more tender.
And she did come after him while he was in the hospital. That was something.
Yeah, she said. She said, "We can't do this. You're on drugs," and then 15 minutes later, she didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Okay, let's do Nero. It's the cat. The cat. Would you a cat? A cat is fine too, some would say. If you remember that ancient image.
Not at the moment. Maybe if I saw it, but I'm drawing a blank. I think Nero would be pretty good.
Yeah. I think she would suffer for the same thing as Biscuit though, where she's just gonna curl up next to you and then you're gonna be the one doing most of the work, like how you would do it for a regular cat. So I think it's probably gonna be she's with the same place as Nero. I mean Biscuit. Which that makes sense to me.
Super reciprocal, but it's gonna be good.
Now it's time for
warm in this case.
Anise.
Yeah, with this, Anise is the total package. She has everything you could want here.
I think she just has to go up there with Rappy. It does make sense. It makes sense. It just makes sense. And in Summer Bond's story, they almost went all the way, right? That's what I remember at least.
I don't remember it being that. I don't remember it being that far, but they definitely got pretty intimate. I don't know about all the way.
She got scared.
Maybe I'm misremembering. It's possible. It's been a while.
But yeah, I mean, it's easy just to put her up there. It just makes sense.
Yeah, all positives, no negatives.
She would snuggle Emperor human in the flesh when you're talking about neuro. That makes sense to me.
I think we got to put Neon higher.
I don't know.
needs to be warm.
Neon has negative traits too. Neon has more negative traits than the rest of the counters, so he's getting better, but she's not fully better
the lowest
yet.
of them.
But now we're
I
on
think
Mika.
should lock in for this.
For Mika. We want Mika.
But okay, yeah. Should be pretty good. I don't think it'd be the best, but
we owe her for feeding her that sauce candy during that April Fool's event. That was the most evil thing ever done in the entire game by the commander. Remember that when that happened?
oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that?
When we gave Mika the hot sauce candy for April Fools.
Oh yeah,
That was the evilest thing that ever happened.
It's up there for sure. Mika's a little neurotic. She's got a lot of negativity surrounding her, so that makes you want to cuddle her because she's a good, sweet person.
Mm-hmm. We could put her in.
She's not gonna be an expert, but I think she's gonna be.
Put her in good, I guess.
Yeah.
Now it's Leona's time. I mean, I think Timmy's going to be there on guard outside the door, so you won't be interrupted by anyone the entire time.
Unless a lioness comes by.
Sure. Then he's going to take his leave.
Yeah, Timmy will go get his own cuddles.
Her eyes are the most unique. Look at that.
They do look nice. Leona's also someone who is supposed to be like 8 foot tall.
Yep. If she's as tall as a lion, she has to be that tall. Yep. It's really tall.
Although I think they've done the math, and Timmy is apparently a very small lion.
Then how did he get a lioness to let him mate, though? That doesn't make any sense. Because otherwise, if he was a small lion, he wouldn't have been able to mate with the lioness.
The power of fiction, I think. But I think
unless
people, like even before the chart, people were saying that if you calculate out heights or something, Timmy is like on the very low end of a male lion's height.
Well, maybe due to lack of resources on the surface, the lions up there have morphed a bit, so he's actually considered a big lion now. Maybe that's the lore that we can go with there. Yeah, where should she go? I think she's just gonna be high, right?
Yeah, I think pretty high.
Let's
Probably
put her.
not greatest.
Let's put her above Biscuit and Neuro, in warm. Metal Acid, Acid Burst is the name of the song, and it's one of Laplace's songs. Okay, interesting. Well, it's who you've been waiting for now. It's Moran.
I mean, obviously,
I'll let you decide her fate.
I mean, obviously, my first instinct is just to drop her in the top tier, but I'm trying to think. So before the favorite item, I don't think she could be greatest, but the favorite item story involves like hanging out on the couch and making out the whole time, and it's pretty great. And I think because she did that, I don't think she can be the top tier. but I think she's got to be low tier great.
Then
because I
that's what
don't
she'll
want to
be.
just be biased, but I think that because of the favorite item story, it
She
really,
did it.
really propelled her for this, and I think she's above Sakura. Yeah, there we go.
Now it's time for 8. 888. This includes her bunny form as well. Aid. She will do anything to please her master, is what she said in the past, right? She's ready to do whatever. So she's enthusiastic.
She's very shy, but in a cute way. She's not so shy that she would turn away, but she would be doing it like bashfully, and it would be good.
She would pamper the commander as well, while cuddling. And you wake up, and breakfast is made, and shower's ready. Perfect time. What do you think?
I think where do we have Soda at? I think she'd be a little below Soda, but
Soda is all the way up there.
Yeah. Oh, Soda's really high. She deserves to be. I think age should also be really high too, though. Yeah, that's about right.
I'll put her there. And now it's time for Bae. See, Bae, as long as you're not looking into her face, she's gonna be good with it. But she did get over that fear a bit in her favorite item story, right? She's fine with the commander looking at her and stuff now, I think.
Yeah, she's holding eye contact there.
Where's Hoot?
Man,
Hoot?
I didn't realize.
Oh, you didn't realize what?
Going through all these is making me realize how much the Nikke devs love Sweat.
Yeah, they love Sweat.
It's on everyone.
Bae feels like a Drake that you have unlocked the desires of. That's what Zenard said.
Yeah, that seems about right. Bae could be great at it, but I don't. It's gonna take a little bit to warm her up.
Where should she go? Should she be high warm or low grade?
I don't know. I think she's gonna be right on that edge. Actually, I think she's gonna be above Sakura.
Oh. Then
Not
let's
above
put her up there.
Moran.
Up there. Yeah, we're gonna rearrange this quickly after we get everyone in here, right? Those are alts. We already counted those, so those can go down here. Clay. How do we feel about Clay?
Clay's great.
She's great. And she has larger bazongas than Bae. And she is bubbly. Like Tia.
Yep. She's not gonna have that same shyness.
And she did have those blog messages where she said that she loved us and then Rappy saw them. Remember that?
Yeah, I think Clay might be like around the middle of greatest. I think Clay's got a lot going for her.
And she's not shy about it. Let's put her up. There we go. Those are alts. We count those already. Rouge. It's time for Rouge. How do we feel about Rouge? She's not gonna be as good as the bunnies because she's not trained for it.
Her shyness is
He's very shy.
almost debilitating at times. Not to the point of like over the top, but her shyness is quite present. But that's also all like she's being shy because of what she's doing in public in front of a lot of people.
She did mention
cuddling in front of a lot of
in her she did mention in her with her bunny skin, one of her voice lines mentioned something about it being fine to go into the back room or something to do something. Like she would like show off the outfit in the back room.
Yeah, like I don't think her shyness is gonna affect the cuddling actually.
Mm-hmm. I think we can say warm.
Yeah.
They're somewhere in here. The next is Rumani. Rumani. She's aggressive. And she lured the commander into the shower to do some things. Remember that?
Yep. Fit and tone. She's gonna like the skinship.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna grapple us, says human in the flesh. Whoa. Or Tenpo, as he's also called.
Yeah, she might try to turn it into a workout.
How do you work out?
It might end up being like wrestling.
Wrestling. True. Maybe that's like a Maxwell situation then? Maybe.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong, but it's hard to say it would be one of the greatest.
True. And the next is Freddy, the breadster. She's gonna do a lot of licking, I think. How do you feel?
I'm not Brady's biggest fan. I think you're gonna end up with a lot of slobber everywhere, possibly. I'm not. I think a lot of people would disagree with me on that. I think a lot of people would rank her pretty highly.
Mm-hmm. I think she's very affectionate of a person towards the commander, right? So
yeah, she'd definitely be into it. It wouldn't be like
I think she's gonna I think
her style just wouldn't work for me.
I think overall she's probably gonna be, I'll put her lower than Sakura, but she's probably angry still.
Yeah, she's definitely soft.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I think it'll work out.
Makes sense to put her high.
Now it's time for Crust. The Crust. She's like 100 years old, just like Leader, when we think about it. Because, yeah, she helped create Splendaman, right? That's what happened with her. Wasn't that the case? Or no, she helped make recipes for Splendaman. That's what it was. She developed how to actually cook Splendaman into good things.
Yeah, it's been a while. I skimmed through her event. I was not super into it. So I'll defer this one to your judgment.
I think she's probably just gonna be good. She likes the commander. She has fun with the commander. She's gonna smell like strawberries.
Yeah.
Baked goods, but I don't think she probably doesn't have a lot of experience in anything like romantic because she's been very focused on her work for the past like 100 years. So I'm just gonna put her in good. That's what I'm thinking. Tempo. Why did you say what you said? Crazy. Now it's Velvet. A velvet, a velvet, a velvet. How do you feel about her?
I think Velvet might. I mean, her name is Velvet. She's got to be super soft.
True.
But I don't know if the cuddling is going to last long.
She likes
I guess
to
maybe
cuddle.
afterward.
She tries to constantly cuddle the commander in a bunch of different situations, right? She like hides in the bed, waiting for him to appear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she talks about keeping his bed warm and stuff like that in her voice lines. I think she'd be into it. She's like a viper, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time
Yeah,
for. That makes sense. Now it's time for the Snow White.
She's just so focused. It's hard to imagine her doing it.
Yeah, but think. Campfire.
But that almost brings like a gap in. And so if you do get it, it's probably going to be awesome.
But think about you're on the surface with Snow White after a battle. He's ready to rest for a little bit. And then she calls you over to help her rest with some cuddles. What do you think about that situation?
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be few and far between because she's not just going to show up on a random Thursday and do it like a lot of these other characters would.
That is true.
But it would be great. It's like a Gap Moe kind of thing. Like,
Sure.
because she's so focused and locked in, when you get that moment of this intimacy, it would be so sweet.
I think. Put her in low warm. Because when it happens, it's good, but it rarely happens. That's what we'll do. Low warm? Is that fine with you?
Yeah.
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 Now, what about the Isabel? Or Crispy Queen?
For cuddles.
She's gonna do something.
She would enjoy herself significantly. She would rank herself in greatest. I think I'd rank her really high too.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
But you're gonna be tied down while it happens, and if someone is not a fan of that, they probably rank it pretty low. But for me, I think that it's gonna be a greatest.
Yeah, put her with Viper and Velvet. She's like that kind of way. Now it's time for...
Yes, Zenard is correct. She is out there. She saw them be so evil and cruel to Dorothy, and so she ran away from evil Johann.
Evil Johann. Now it's Rapunzel's time. Rapunzel.
I don't see any flaws here. She's gonna be really high.
She's been preparing for 100 years to do some cuddling. 100 years of preparation and fantasizing. What song was that? That was The Wings of Victory. Yeah, we'll put her high up, I think. Rapunzel will keep up there.
Yeah.
What about Scarlet?
I think Scarlett's also going to be good. I think she's going to get. I mean, she has so many lines where she's saying like, there's one line where she's like, a man and a woman drinking and getting this close is dangerous, and obviously she's not referring to cuddling, but she's gonna be into it and she's gonna love it and it's gonna be great.
True. They made the whole ASMR where you're cuddling her, basically.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that, but I've heard it's fantastic.
She can go up there.
Yeah, I know Ignis has listened to it. He said he's definitely biased, but I guess they do that in the ASMR. And it was great. Yep, makes sense.
What about Haran? Haran?
I don't know that she's going to be too into it.
She wants to dominate. She's in. She remember she did that love potion thing that one time with like Viper, and she was trying to get the commander to do stuff.
Yeah, I think Rapunzel might have been in that as well.
Was Rapunzel there? That was just Viper and Haran. I think Vesti walked by, but then she left.
Oh, it's Vesti.
No. It was Ether. No, it was Ether.
Wires got crossed.
It was Ether that was there as well. Because Ether was interested in what she was making, I think, is what it was.
Yeah, and he drinks the potion and stares at a rock and falls in love with the rock.
Yeah.
That's such a good one. Yeah, everyone should go read that one if they haven't. I guess I spoiled the ending, but it's still worth the read. I don't think Haran's going to be too big into the cuddling aspect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wants to be praised and stuff like that. That's what she's into.
Yeah.
Also, belly button. Whoa. Just a cutout for the belly button. That's crazy. Wait, and this thing also has a pseudo womb tattoo. Look at that. This outfit, the banquet witch one. Look at that. Is she a part of the 4 beasts? That's crazy. That's how she'll return. Through the 4 beasts. There we go. We've solved it. This is literally foreshadowing of the 4 beasts resurrection of Haran. I've called it right now. That's my theory. What do you rate that theory, Ripple?
Unfortunately, I have the ability to cope for Isabel, but Haran, we saw her disintegrate in front of our eyes. Isabel got sorta off-screened. Not exactly, but like we saw Isabel get Thanos snapped. I mean, I'm sorry, we saw Haran get Thanos snapped.
Mm-hmm.
But Isabel, there's just a beam of light, and then there's nothing. And arguably that's what's happening, but
yeah, what if they gather? What if they gather her ashes, put it in the black goop, and she reforms into a 4-beast version of herself?
I'd love it. I think that'd be awesome. I think if they're gonna do all of this, bringing everyone back like they've always done, I think they deserve a shot. The thing is, Haran's character arc finished up a little bit better than Isabel's did. I think.
I'll put her in.
I think Haran is the better candidate for not coming back.
He's calling you evil, Ignis.
I'm sorry, it is evil, but I think Haran's character arc legitimately finished better, whereas Isabel's, like, learning to love in a more healthy way never actually happened, and her death, not actually getting to see the commander, is sadder than Haran.
Yeah, but this is hidden lore right here.
Haran definitely went out in a blaze of glory.
Because unironically, this still looked like
great.
It was good. She made that disintegration virus. That was pretty neat that she developed that. She was one smart cookie. But I think this womb tattoo actually looks like Behemoth a little bit. I just want to check that real quick.
Haran also made us fight raptors, which was pretty crazy.
That was crazy. But it was like 90% broken. It kind of looks like Behemoth's a little bit. That's interesting. Okay. Well, next is Noah. Noah. We have no idea what the womb tattoos means in art. We still don't know. What do you think about Noah? She folds the moment the commander is like sweet towards her and stuff, she like melts kind of.
Yeah, it would be hard to convince her to do it. But I think once you got her there, she would enjoy herself. I don't think you can say greatest, but I don't think she's bad. I think probably middle of the pack, or of the pack.
Put her.
No, maybe lower.
Put her in good thing. High good. I think maybe kind of. Yes. I'll go with that. I'll go with good.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Mirian. Mirian. I mean, when she was in bamboo mode, she wanted to cuddle all the time.
Yeah, and I don't think that would change. Obviously she has changed, but I think that's gonna stay around. I think she's gonna be greatest.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's in her personality to want to cuddle.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be higher than Rappy.
Yeah. Yeah, put her up. Put her up there. Seems good to me. Now, next is Nihilister. For Nihilister, I don't think he wants to cuddle at all. No, I don't think he wants to.
She's bottom tier.
Yeah, and also she wasn't she like super warm when she hugged the commander that one time during the liberation? Like the commander was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die from the heat," essentially. Yeah,
they kept their distance during the liberation because her body heat was so warm they didn't want to get close to her. Mm-hmm. And then the commander was like, "Well, I'm the ultimate gay Chad," and did it anyway. But that's not going to work out long term, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is now with the super ultra power ups, but
sure. Yeah, we'll be like how Anderson got his ultra power up and went Sukka mode on BTC. We're gonna get that power up one day.
I mean, it might already have happened.
Has that happened? I don't think we have. We don't have the.
We can't get pierced.
True.
That didn't get enough blood from the noodles. I see. Even with high-powered ones.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we might actually be at that point. We just don't have the anger in us that wouldn't let us go on a rampage like Anderson did. I think Anderson may have gone too far because he probably got like a lot of bullets in him, even though he recovered from them. That's probably why he's on the life support now, because he took too much damage. So there might be a limit to how much damage we can take.
I think maybe not at this point, but I think the plan is to be above Anderson because of the idea that we're more of an experiment than Anderson, at least as far as I can tell.
Yeah, Anderson was like a natural creation.
Kind of just like a natural Chad. Yeah.
Now it's Dorothy's time.
I mean, I think Dorothy has the potential to be the greatest, but it's hard for me to tell you honestly that she's very high.
She's averse to being touched at the moment.
But she liked her hand being held in that moment. So I think it's in there. I just don't think we're there yet. So it's hard to say it's above.
Let's put her meh.
Yeah. And it's probably gonna be low on the meh scale too.
Now it's time for
But it's in there. One
red.
day.
Yeah, one day.
Day.
Red do hudo. Red Hood, huh? I mean, Red Hood would be just super down and ready to do whatever, essentially, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's just easy to put her
And
into.
she'd be super confident, but she'd get a little flustered. It would be great.
I think it's easy to put her in the great tier. In the greatest. But we're in the greatest in the middle or higher.
I don't think she's going to be the highest. I'm thinking in the middle.
No. She's kind of a paper tiger, but cuddling is a paper tiger activity. Now, because Snow White Innocent Days is so different than regular Snow White, we'll do her separate.
Yeah, Innocent Days I think is going to be greatest. She's so adorable.
Mm-hmm. But she would be very flustered and nervous and stuff. Though,
yeah,
wasn't there like something?
I think in this case, though, that's a positive.
Sure. Remember that one advice session or whatever where, what was it? The legendary commander like teased her romantically, like slightly, and then she couldn't stop thinking about it, and she couldn't go to sleep. Was that something that happened? I think that happened.
It could have.
At least, unless that's misinformation and someone was slandering her for some reason with that. I think that happened. She was imagining something. I can't remember exactly. I'll look that back. I'll look that up soon. Let me look that up right now. I'll look that up right now. But yeah, we'll put her into greatest, I guess. Yeah, we can do that. Sure. Sure. Let me look that up.
Yeah.
Snow White Innocent Days, advice session. Or it could have just been like they mistranslated it because, you know, they used to do that like 3 years ago. But I swear that was something like that. I think it was like you answered that you like snowed the most and she couldn't stop thinking about it the whole night.
Yeah, and then there's the new, or not the new, but the original snow version. You answer snow and she's like, are you insane? Because of getting trapped in the snow.
See, Noodles remembers that. He confirmed what I said was right. Okay. So that did happen. I wasn't imagining it. Okay, let's go to Scarlet Black Shadow, because she's also different than regular Scarlet, right?
Yeah, I think Scarlet Black Shadow is not going to be as high because of how intense she is.
Mm-hmm. You're not chill enough. I think the lowest her down like probably this good tier. It's going to be like the same as those people down there. Yeah, her pride. We got her the kimono, and all she does is complain.
Into it at all? I think she might not be into it at all. I think she might be meh.
Would she not? I don't know. But what did she say in her when she's wearing the kimono? Doesn't she have like a bit of like some compassionate lines there, something like that, or no? She does complain about wearing it though. That's what I remember. I'm gonna put her in a good because she does have a good shy face, you know.
So Nard, we're doing alts when their personalities are different enough.
Yeah.
So like Drunk Scarlet and SBS are like almost two different characters.
Yep. Now it's crown. The crown. The crowniest crown in the entire crown. She really wanted the commander until she learned, oh, this is the person Miriam loves. So she backed off.
Was that why she backed off? I remember her backing off because you have goals and aspirations in the arc, and so she can't take you yet.
That was
and
one
I'm pretty
part.
sure I remember her being very like.
I did remember her mentioning, "Oh, you are Miriam's special one" or whatever. Basically, and that was one part of it too, I think.
That's possible. Oh, she's so cute, though.
Mm-hmm. She wants to. You're only getting those cuddles if Chime isn't around. Curious. But also that Chinese, remember the Chinese thing that came out recently with Brown, like the promo video? That was really cute too.
Yes, that was great.
I feel like she wouldn't know what she's doing properly, though, because she's just been all alone with. Well, she was alone for like a while, and then Chime came, then she was alone again. But she hasn't had any romantic contact at all. So
no, she would be. She would probably try. She just wouldn't be very. She wouldn't be in the greatest. I think warm is a fair place.
Yeah. Rapunzel Pure Grace. I don't know what we should do her because she's Rapunzel never lost her memories, right? So she's just gonna be kind of the same as normal Rapunzel, right?
Yeah, they're more or less the same character.
Yeah. Now it's time for Cinderella. The Cinderella.
Yeah, hard to put her outside of greatest.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be super into it.
She wants it all to herself. Maybe Siren and Grave can join in, but that's it. No one else. Yeah, I'll put her up there. Greatest.
Yeah,
Makes
hers
sense.
is more of a question of where greatest.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Makes sense to me. Now we got Grave next. Grave? I have no idea. I don't think Grave is gonna be good.
I think she's a little bit of a sleeper pick because I think she's been hardened by her time on the surface, obviously. But I think when she's around the commander, that like softer version of her that was Abe peeks out at times too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's not going to be she's not going to be the top tier, of course, but I think middle of the pack, good, because I think she has that like sweet and soft side of her that comes out around the commander a little bit.
He's very impressed by the commander as well. That also helps too. Sleep, cuddle within the coffin with the Grave. Yeah, I think we can put her in good. Goody, goody, goody. Now, what about Siren, though? Siren is starved for human contact after being alone for 70 years.
I don't think she would know how to do it, but she could be incredible if she knew how to manipulate her bubbles to like create like the perfect cocoon. I don't know that she would know what she was doing. But she has the potential to be top tier. I think high, warm, or low good.
Don't you mean? What do you mean high, warm, or low good? Those are two.
I'm sorry, high, warm, or low greatest.
Low greatest.
I
think we'll put her in warm. High warm. High warm. High warm.
I think I said it wrong when I corrected myself too. That's what I meant. Yeah, right about there.
Yeah. That's Dorothy again.
She might be really shy, so greatest would be hard to pull because of
yeah.
how flustered she got just from looking.
Now it's Nayuta, though. Nayuta. The monk. See, what if she spawns like 100 clones and you cuddle with 100 clones at once?
Yeah, you could drown in a sea of her. I think greatest.
That makes sense to me.
She doesn't necessarily have the personality to be the top of the greatest. I guess, yeah, some of her clones might be like that, though. Like Sinard is saying and Ignis is saying. So it's like some of her clones are going to be like rank 1, and some of them might be a little bit lower. But in total, she's going to be really high up.
It makes sense to me. And then she transforms into her Ue form and is in the bodysuit. That would be quite to the sight.
Yeah, this is one of the best gacha skins.
It really is. But yeah, 100 clones of Nayuta, and you're cuddling for life.
You would just drown in a sea of her, and it would be great.
You like that? It's Libby time. The Barrio. The Barella. Jellyfish. The jellyfish. I mean, didn't we like cuddle with her in the Bond story, literally? So like, isn't she just like already in the greatest? Like a Firma, basically.
Yeah, I'd put her below. She, if you accidentally cough or sneeze, she's gonna get mad. But outside of that, it's gonna be pretty high up. So maybe below Freema, but still in greatest.
Sure. Where is Freema in here? Freema. Wait, there's Freema.
Freema should be really high up, I think. Yeah.
And now, Chime. Chime's time. Chime's time. See, one thing that was cool about Chime's advices, there was one advice where she had to hold herself back from saying we were number 1 because she was about to. But she remembered that she has to keep Crown as number 1. So she does really like.
Yeah, early Chime, the only chance you would get to do this, with early Chime is if she's like, you're not worthy of the king, so you're gonna have me instead. But now new Chime, or not new Chime, but more developed Chime is she's very into you. I think she'd be good.
Yeah, we'll put her
not good as in the tier.
She should go.
Warm is in the tier, probably.
I'll put her with leader. I feel like she'd be the same level as leader. They are very similar. similar in nature. Okay. Okay, so outside of these guys, no collabs are allowed. Collabs will not be allowed. So put these guys down here until we get to our finals, which are the SRs. Because we still have Ether and Balorda last, and Neve.
If we were to do the collab characters, though, Rem would be on top of them. I don't know where in the chart they go. I'm not thinking about it that hard, but Rem would be the best of them all.
Group cuddling with Mirian, Crown, Chime, and Halo. Yes, that would be great. That would be the best combo, I think. Okay, it's time for Ether. Ether's time. Ether smells. Remember that. She smells like chemicals all the time.
Yeah, and I don't think she'd be like running tests on you when you weren't paying attention.
And she's handsy. This is the biggest travesty of everything ever in Nikke, though. The fact that they've covered the entire behind with this lab coat, even though you can just tell from the clothing that it would just be super huge, her butt. That's so evil.
Yeah, it's like Ace, but cranked up to 10.
Yeah, she turned it into an experiment. Oh, Zinar, they handled Lana's coat by putting a split in it, so it splits open and goes around her butt. So you can still see her butt. You can see that right here. With the aiming pose, you see it splits open, boom, you can see the butt. That's how they'll do Ether SSR, probably. Wait, how should Ether be ranked? Maybe probably meh, right? Because of how we labeled other characters who smell bad and probably would do some strange things.
I think she's gonna be low on meh. I think Epinel, we should put Epinel above her. Because Epinel's just, she's not going to do good, but she's not going to be trying to harm you. And Ether's going to be taking advantage of the situation for her own gain.
That is true. And now finally, or no, not finally, second final, Balorda. I think she would be cuddly.
Yeah, you have to watch out for a prank, though.
True. But would she prank if she wants to do it? I don't think she would. If she wants that to happen, she's not going to do a prank, probably. Wait, she does have the hand shocker. That is true. You grab her hand and she has the buzzer, right? That would be funny.
Yeah, I think she'd be below Mika, but around the same tier.
Where did Mika go? Mika's here. This is better. So good. We'll put her in good. No. Remember, she did like kiss the commander and stuff, like out of her own will. I think she's probably in warm. Maybe put her in warm. See where Mika only kissed the commander on the cheek. She went for the mouth. So I think she's more affectionate. And she's more, she shows her desires more, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And now it's the final. It's Neve. The burly bear, as she calls us. she's literally built to cuddle. She hibernates.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's gonna be a greatest. She's built for it. She wants to do it.
It's her whole personality, if you think about it. Where is Lippy? There's Lippy. She ate so many mold that she transformed to SSS by herself. Ignis, did you mean SSR? Okay, now it's time to rearrange. Okay, what do you want to rearrange here?
I think Rappy should be higher, and Anise as well. I think considering like her bond story, the entirety of it culminates in like a long sweet hug. I think she's gonna be really, really high up. I think maybe below the top rank, because a lot of the top rankers are like designed for cuddles, like that's like almost their whole personality. But I think Rappy should be a little bit higher.
Okay, like this. Probably, I think you move down a little bit to like here. You come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Okay, what do you think about that? What do you think about this? The greatest tier right now.
I think Mast is maybe a little too high. I think she would be great, but I think like Freema, Neve, Lib are going to be better than Mast. I think Mast around like there, somewhere in that range where you're at.
Okay, what about this now?
Quick scan, it looks good.
Reject that. There we go. I think this. Okay. There we go. I think that should be good. What do you think about that? I did some rearranging. I'm done now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it like that.
Yeah, I think that one's locked in.
Okay, now warm. What do you see here?
I think Drake is a little bit higher. I think Drake's really good.
I'll throw her up around here, below the Happy Zoo squad.
Okay, it's interesting how that whole squad got put right next to each other. It makes sense considering what they are, but it's funny.
True. Guilty. Guilty there. The highest risk, but highest reward. Snow White below Blorta. That makes sense. Okay. Do you think that's fine? Warm now?
Yeah, I think Worm's good.
Okay, now what about good cuddles? What about rearranging this? What do you think about that? What should move around here?
I think SBS is too high there. I think
She's too high?
She's just not going to be into it at all.
Okay.
I think that's going to be her downfall.
I guess, yeah, move down here.
I think
guess with the business women that are more interested in more carnal pleasure than cuddling. she'd cuddle you though, Ignis? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ignis has the key to unlock that side of her.
Revenant, Ripple, and I decided Kay goes into horrible because she would refuse to cuddle. That's why she's down there, Rev.
I think though, actually looking at the rest of that list, she probably is a step above, and I'd say above Ether too. So maybe Kay can go higher, but we can look at that one more when we get there.
Yeah, anything in good that you want to rearrange? Any kind of rearranging in here?
No, I think that one's okay.
Okay. And now in Meh, how do we want to change them around? What order?
Yeah, I think Kay should go up to Meh. Because she's not going to be as in... Yeah, I think slot Kay in above Dorothy.
Should these guys move around at all? Maybe Ether should be... I mean, not Ether. Label should be higher than Folkwang.
Yeah, I think that sweaty thing on Folkwang is pretty bad. I think Folkwang honestly can go below Zwei. Maybe even below Ebenel too.
Okay, it's like that, maybe? Or Meteor?
Yeah, that looks good.
And then horrible, I guess Nihilist would be the most horrible because she will literally burn you to death.
Yeah, and then I think Cocoa at the top of that, and then Ray right below. So I think switch or put Bro in between Ray and Lister, and it should be okay.
Okay, like that.
I had Ray and Crow flipped, but I think that's okay as it is.
Ban ketchup while cuddling. Yeah, you would need to do that. Ignis. Ray isn't at the absolute bottom. Nihilister is. Wait, Mirian is high. What are you talking about?
Ignis wants Marion rank 1 is what he wants.
Nah, Emma is the rank 1 cuddler. What I'm going to do real quick though is I'm going to switch Emma out with her tactical up version, and same with Bestie and Unwa. So it just looks better that way, I think.
Yeah, makes sense. And we were definitely including the more latest versions of them in the ranking.
Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. We did it. We did it. We won. We made the list. Look at that.
Yes.
Our work.
The list is made, and it's perfect, and
no one can disagree with it.
Can be sent to Shift Up. Yeah, if you got a complaint, send it to Shift Up and tell them to rate the character differently.
Exactly.
Because this is objectively correct.
There we go. That's the Cuddle Tier List. Clap, 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 clap. Everyone give a clap to Ripple right now. Put some claps in the chat right now. 10,000 clap emojis in the chat right now. Well, they're not going to get mad at just me. They'll get mad at Ripple as well. But I think I'm going to wait for Ripple's shadow ban to be up before I post it so people can find him easier or something. Which I think your shadow ban should be up on what, Monday or something? Isn't that when you got shadow banned? Or was it Sunday they got shadow banned?
I think on I'm on day 4,
Day
I
4.
think. So I think maybe Tuesday, I think that is.
I see.
But I've been checking it every day, so I can let you know whenever it's up. So I didn't get any claps, but I got some. Ignis is gonna clap me. A couple of people said plap.
Damn. Wow.
I think that's good. Maybe that's better. Maybe that
It might be
means they
better.
were. Yeah, I think they were so in agreement with me that clapping wasn't enough.
He made a statement so cute, even his gang wants to crack him.
That's crazy. Thank you for the claps, Ken. I appreciate it.
Okay, well, there you go. We did it. Thank you for being here, Mr. Ripple. We did the tier list.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the invite. It was a good time. Thanks to everyone in the chat. And in the chat, if you didn't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to COG for free.
That is true. And also on
Twitch and Amazon accounts.
And on YouTube, you can just subscribe for free without anything, too.
Yes, and if you're on the YouTube stream, you should leave it a like.
True. Oh, Ignis has a question really quick.
Go for it, Ignis. What's up? What are you thinking about?
Dolls
Cuddle tier list. Obviously, I'm not going to go through them all, but rank 1 is probably Springfield or Helen.
Well, I like the sound of Springfield. Mate.
Yeah, Springfield is great, and she's very sweet and like motherly, big sisterly. She's incredible. And she would definitely be at the top of the list.
Noted. The next tier list should be the marriage tier list. Crazy. Marriage tier list. Great wife, bad, great wife, good wife. Wife that you'd be married to for 6 months before getting divorced. Wife you wouldn't show up at the altar for.
You would get a lot of engagement when you tweeted that one out. That's for sure.
That would happen. But yeah, that will be the stream, it seems, right? We rearranged everything. We got that going. Very nice. Thanks for everyone who came out. And I'll see you tomorrow for Fallout New Vegas. Ripple, any last words?
No. Thanks everyone for coming out.
Wait. See you guys later. Bye-bye.